It began as a street party, as if Australia Day had arrived early. Plenty of flags, an Aussie barbecue, and lots of alcohol. Cronulla locals saw it as a show of strength against ethnic gangs, and there was nothing subtle about their message.
You're not welcome, this is our land. Get the hell out. This is what our grandfathers fought for, to protect this so we can enjoy it. And we don't need these Lebanese whoever wants to take it away from us.
As promised, police were there in numbers, a blessing for one couple who found themselves helpless targets. As police escorted the two away from the beachfront, the crowd suddenly gave chase. They made it to safety only after officers used capsicum spray and batons. By now, anyone who looked Middle Eastern was fair game, as were the police. Here, officers are pelted with beer bottles as they help one would-be victim into a police car. It was mob mentality, and it was out of control. One man being chased made it into the local Northies Hotel, which was quickly surrounded. The crowd then made their way to Cronulla railway station looking for more trouble, but were met by brute police strength and a wall of resistance. The mob then besieged the surf club, where others were forced to take refuge. They were eventually rescued in an ambulance, but only after it too came under attack, along with the police guard. Extraordinary scenes on an extraordinary day.
A turf war on the streets of the Shire, exactly what authorities were hoping to avoid.
That's un-Australian. We don't want that. They're no different to the thugs who started off by beating up lifeguards.
It had been planned and prepared for, as police and politicians repeatedly warned against this sort of behaviour. But determined locals pushed their own agenda and nothing would stand in their way. Many now fear what began as a territorial battle is now becoming a race war.
This is the beginnings of something really horrible, and I think people have got a responsibility to call time out.
Others believe the violence was bound to happen and the situation was made worse by racist rhetoric on Sydney Talkback radio throughout the week.
This talkback rhetoric has turned otherwise decent Australians into a drunken mob motivated by racism. They were incited to hatred and to race-based attacks, and they've done that.
A short time ago, the Premier released a statement condemning in the strongest possible terms the attack on an ambulance. He says there will be no compromises in upholding the law and the only winners will be police. Peter Stefanovic, National 9 News.